Trade now trails the Blaze and leads the way by a length and a half. Running second is Kilista. Pike just angling away from the rails now from Le Patron. Distant Memory was able to poke up on that vacated spot on the fence. A length and a half Capricorn Dancer to Tango will sweat on a run coming into the home corner. They'd straightened up at the 350. First Trade went for home. Le Patron outside Kilista. Over on the inside, Distant Memory. De Tango trying to get out around their heels, and now she's starting to wind up. Fancy Fox down the outside. Le Patron hit the front. Here's Fancy Fox to Tango. Kilista fighting back to Tango. Got flattened at the 50. Fancy Fox hit the front. Fancy Fox got there. Fancy Fox won from either Kilista, Le Patron. De Tango was going for a run, and she hit a brick wall in behind the Massachusetts. Followed then by Capricorn Dancer. Next Distant Memory. And towards the tail end of the field, First Trade. Bar one, Queen of Choice, which finished a furlong behind them. Fancy Fox, Lisa Staples has come down the outside. Le Patron, Quilista fighting back, but De Tango, boy oh boy, I reckon it'll feature prominently in the steward's report. In a world of trouble in the last 75 metres of the race. It was tough enough for those that might have backed De Tango watching it, trying to get out around heels. It did. And then Fancy Fox has come down the outside. Now, whether or not it's laid in and just tightened up, or Le Patron's runner up the track as well at the same time, but De Tango was the absolute meat in the sandwich. And he just had to take hold. Dan Stake, and De Tango's run has come to a very abrupt end. Fancy Fox, who has come out of placings in the Marjorie Charlson and the Sheila Gwynn, though, has got the money. Just looking at the replay now. De Tango was into the clear, and Fancy Fox, Le Patron have given it a good hip and shoulder either side. So I think it may have been, well, a case of mitigating circumstances at best. Fancy Fox number 3 paying $13.72.60 by Redoubtable from Mini Moon for Fox Farms, trained by Tracy Diedrich and ridden by Lisa Staples. Number 2 Kilista has run second in the photo. Scandal Keeper filly from Brocky's Ace, Justin Warwick, William Pike. And third, number 5, Le Patron, the Street Boss Mosse mare for Trevor McKee, prepared by Ben Pearce, ridden by Randy Tan. De Tango, a luckless fourth. 3/4 and a half ahead of the margins in a time of 1:11.21, 35.11, the closing 600 metres. I don't know whether or not we'll hear more. The margin off the winners probably 2, but I would think that Dan Stake would be entitled to at least have a look at the Stewards Patrol film to satisfy himself before exercising the right to maybe take it just a touch further. But Fancy Fox, hard to really fault the way that she's been going, coming out of a couple of nice stakes races, the Charleston and the Gwyn behind Dendy, and back to this type of fillies and mares company today. Has got the job done, and at very good odds. Now, the next event race for the C Corp handicap over 1,000 metres. Number 8 is out, Tenderden, the scratching, and the return of Kai Perinya. Let's head down. Here's Adam McGrath, and he's joining us in the winner's enclosure after the victory of Fancy Fox. Might have won at good odds, but not necessarily that big a surprise, Adam.
No, you're right there, Darren. $13 for a horse that's been in really good form in recent times, beaten 1.3 by Dendy and then 2.8. So, Tracy, although at big odds, it doesn't really come as a surprise, as Darren mentioned.
Well, Lisa and I think we're always at big odds, we've got to be honest, but we thought she'd run a great race today. Lisa's going on holiday, so she said she needed some spending money, and yeah, very underestimated jockey. Yeah, well, she's done well there. She'll certainly have some spending money after that performance. So I was just saying to you off air there, this horse does nothing wrong over 1,400 metres, continues to put in honest performances, but just seems to thrive over 12. Yeah, got a really good turn of foot. And yeah, we'll go out on a holiday now and look to the Jungle Dawn and the Jungle Mist and see if we can go over a bit more ground even after that. But she's shown as well that she's up to that company, isn't she? Oh, absolutely. We're so excited. Well done, and best of luck for the future. Thank you so much. There's Tracy Dietrich, the trainer of Fancy Fox, which has taken out the third race here, as we said, at big odds, but the recent performances have shown that this horse is capable of this. We'll speak to Lisa Staples, who, as we said, going on a holiday and now can go with a smile. Congratulations on the performance there. Thank you very much. I was a little bit worried early on. I was under the pump, and she just let the, shifted gear come to straight and did the work. What a really big positive there was that everyone was racing in close, but she continued to want to get through the gaps and attack the line. Yeah, she was off the bit early, and, going back to 12, I suppose that was expected, but she really found far more come the straight.
She's just honest.
She's underrated, isn't she?
She is. She's got more there too.
Well done, congratulations, enjoy that holiday.
Thank you very much.
There's Lisa Staples, winning jockey aboard of Fancy Fox, taking out race number 3 here over the 1200 metres for the fillies and mares.